With the recent outbreak of coronavirus pandemic in the country, a whole lot of businesses are apparently going down, considering the fact that people have been advised to maintain social distancing. Now I'm on the street of Abuja. Looking around the street, realize that the street is not busy as it used to be. But I'm on the streets to get the views of businessmen and women on how this coronavirus pandemic has affected their business. So stay with us.
I know it's a virus disease that attacks the human immune system, the body system, and it's kind of viral and it's a little bit, I don't know if it's airborne, but I know when you have contact with somebody, you contact it. If you see around, you know how this place looks like. It's always a very busy environment, but today, a lot of people are not out today. I'm sure a lot of people are adhering to the government's instructions that we should stay back at home and all that, but the Nigerian economy is the kind of economy that some people feed from doing daily activities, and we don't come out daily, they don't get to eat. So I'm just imagining how we're going to survive this time from this kind of ailments and all that. But I'm just sure we're going to get through it because Nigerians know how to get through stuff. So we'll get through it somehow.
I don't believe this is affecting us much. It's just that most of our leaders decided that the school should be closed, some offices should be closed, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm very, very sure that the percentage is very low. Let's even look at 1% within the country. I didn't dispute it, it's real, but the percentage is very low, within the range of 1 to 2%.
So, sir, are you saying that this coronavirus is not real? Because
it's real, but it's not common to a black. It's not common to us in Africa, especially in Nigeria. It's not common to us.
Okay, but it was confirmed today that somebody died.
Of course, death has been natural. Is it because of the virus that people have been dying before? When Ebola came, people died. When HIV came, people died. IPV before now, people have been dying. It's just that the rate of death is high due to some diseases that are available or whatever you can call it.
So what's the advice?
In fact, the virus is something not to talk about. Okay. In fact, the way I look at this virus is a weapon of mass destruction. If the health sector, especially the whole world, do not take absolute measure, this virus is ready to wipe half of the population of the world. But the way I can see spiritually, God is in charge. It will soon be wiped off. And we thank God the economy is still moving the way it is, so despite the fall in oil price.
Okay, so how do you think this coronavirus has affected Nigerian business?
In fact, it has really crippled so many businesses, especially in the social media. It's really affecting them. And other in education, no schools now have closed down. Nobody is working. So many business, especially the social network businesses, are running down because they are not having much customers as usual. So that is the way I think it's affecting Nigeria.
Affect them. The business has to be affected because business deals with people. And when you cannot come out to interact and transact with people, so whatever you are doing has to be affected.
So what do you think the government can actually do to rectify such issues?
To restrict movement, provide the necessary things that people need so that the people can stay at home pending the suppression of the pandemic. I think government need to provide for people to stay at home.
You know, this coronavirus, as it's popularly called COVID-19, is something that most people are scared of, you know, like what the government said, that don't go to church. That's the one that is actually paining me more. Don't go to the church. You know, in church, we don't sit very close. But you know what is paining me is these buses and the cars, because they are not even controlling it at all. The cars, we sit 4 at the back, which when you sit, everybody is just touching each other. Then 2 at the front, and there is no control on that. Then you talk about the buses. Look at all these big buses. You see 40 seated, 60 standing, everybody pressing each other, sneezing and everything. As in, what is the government doing about these vehicles on this COVID-19 issue? You know, if you're talking about the fact that it's affecting business, it's affecting a lot of businesses. Even the bosses, there are some people, of course, that are not going to work anymore. I have like my sister who sells food in Lagos. She was not able to sell anything today because they are not going to work. So it's affecting both the medium, the large scale, and the small businesses everywhere.
It's a virus that came to this country. It's an exposed disease of virus. It's not found in this country. It was found in a city called China, in a place called Wuhan. Are you getting me? So, you know, it was discovered in diaspora, not in Nigeria here. But what we know is that, you know, it's an exposed disease that moves very, very fast. It affects the business in the sense that, number one, people can't buy and sell, you know, anymore. You know, China particularly, Nigeria, you know, is a dumping ground for China market. Are you getting me? So, you know, we do buying and selling. So people can't go to outside to bring out goods anymore. That is number one factor. You know, number two factor, people cannot, you know, go to the public place anymore. Because we were told that you can contact it through coughing, sneezing, and all that with body flu, body contact, you know, and all that. So not just Nigeria business, it affects Nigeria economy.
Coronavirus is a virus that kills human. Okay. Basically, it's inhuman virus. So it immediately gets to your system, it destroys the DNA, and also affect many things and businesses, even the economic. Basically, collapse everything. Like now, I was supposed to leave from around that village to AYA since in the morning, but some time I've been waiting for car. Due to that, it has affected so many business. You're surprised to know that I was supposed to resume my work by 12, but due to the effect, I'm just resuming this now. And also the business and economic, like some banks now, I heard that they are not supposed to be complaining because money, the virus are always transferred from infected people to non-infected from use of money. So that's also.
So what do you think the government can actually do to rectify this issue?
Maybe the government should restrict the movement and to some extent provide this hand sanitation, make it in public places like this. They should make hand sanitation available to any passers.
It's just a virus, as you know, as we are told, that affects everybody. So
what do you think this coronavirus actually affected Nigerian business?
Generally, I think it has really affected business in various places. Like most police stations are shut down. Can go down there. I know one that has shut down. Schools are shut down. I was at Wholesale last week. Wholesale market last week. Some persons were saying that by this week the market will equally be shut down. You know, so I don't know how authentic is the information, but that is to tell you that for now Nigerians are aware of it, and many are scared, and automatically it has affected Nigerian business generally.
What would you advise the government to do?
Well, they should emulate other governments of the world. They should take care of their citizens, provide the necessary. Is it the vaccines that are needed to be provided? Yeah, maybe the free nose covers and any other thing that is necessary.
You've heard the views of Nigerians, some of the opinion that the coronavirus pandemic has affected their business negatively and made so many people to stay at home. We therefore hope that the government look into this and make it very, very comfortable for Nigerians to live in the country. I am Chiwendu Osisiagu reporting for TBN News Abuja.